good evening, afternoon, happy Friday. Y'all, I hope you've had a really great week. I am feeling energized because today, this afternoon, specifically this morning, not so much, but this afternoon is gorgeous. It's almost 60 degrees outside and sunny, and you have no idea how that makes me feel. It just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I feel like Olaf, I love it. I love warmer weather and it makes me so happy. I just do not like the cold. So today we're going to do a springy decor piece. This is going to be kind of an interesting piece, but I think it's going to be really beautiful when we get done with it. So I am using our twig and vine garland. So this right here, you might have wondered, what would you do with this? And so I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it today. This is available at celebrationcompany.com. It's $5.99. And then we're also going to be using this interesting pick here that we have on the celebrationcompany.com as well. And then I am using this brass candlestick. This is an old one. It's worn. I actually scrubbed it down before I came live because it was covered in wax and it still isn't the cleanest. But at first I thought, well, I'm going to have to paint it. But then after I got it cleaned up, I really kind of like the distress that it has on it. Just that kind of, you can see how it's got like water spots and things. And I just kind of like that, and I think it's going to be really pretty to use for this project. Okay, so I'm actually not going to be painting it or doing anything to it. I'm actually going to leave it as is. I think it's going to be gorgeous. So I'm really excited to do this craft with you all. I think it's going to be beautiful and make a statement and also be pretty easy actually. So when you hop on, say hey, let me know you're watching. Hope y'all are having a great day today. Raise your hands if you have checked out our boutique, our new clothing line that's on our website. And I know some of y'all have already placed some orders. There's some beautiful stuff, gorgeous, gorgeous things. So make sure you check that out, and also very reasonably priced as well. Hi, Jamie. Hello, Rosemary. Hi, Teresa. Hey, Jesselyn. Hello, Carol. Oh, my goodness, Carol. Well, I hope you're doing well. I'm glad you're home. Hello, Elizabeth. The brass candlestick is just a thrift store item. But the pick and then the twig and vine garland are at thecelebrationcompany.com. Hi, Dale. Hello, Wanda. Let's see if we got anybody from other platforms on here. Okay. And I'm going to try something. I want to try and pull this up on TikTok to see if I can see if there's any comments coming in, because for some reason the comments don't come through here on Restream. So I don't know what that's about. Okay. So here it is. We've got people watching. I just don't know how to see the actual video. That's what I wanted to try and find. But I don't know how to do that. So there you go. Okay, well, anyways, I tried. Okay, so hello everybody. All right, hi Lynn, hey Lisa, hi Joy, hi Cheryl, hello Janice. There is somebody from the Celebration Company on commenting and just posted the link for the spray right here and the link for the twig and vine garland. So And also, whoever that is, won't you post a link to our new boutique as well? If y'all like new clothes, then, or maybe you like to buy clothes for someone in your life, go check out our new boutique because we've got some really beautiful things. All right, so let's get started. I've got, like I said, this piece here, which is on our website. And then I've got another one that I've already used part of. So I'm going to be using both of those. And then to fill in, I've also got some others, just some random different greenery pieces. This is all green, okay? So we're not doing any florals here, or any flowers, not florals, flowers. So the greenery, Jamie, this one here is posted above. The link is posted above. This is for the celebrationcompany.com. The others are just random. Some are from Dollar Tree. Some are leftover from Crafty Kits. So they're just all kind of random. And those are going to be more for filler. I do also want to grab some moss because we're going to need that as well. Which I need to buy some because I do not have very much left. All right, so the first thing we are going to do is adhere some foam to the top of this. So you could use any kind of candlestick. I do think it'll look best with a taller candlestick. Oh my goodness, Wanda, I'm so sorry to hear that. Thank you, Teresa. Because of the way this is going to be in the end, I feel like you need something taller to balance it out. If you have something shorter, it might not balance out very well. It might look a little funny. All right, I don't have very much foam either. I need to go to the storage unit and pick some up. I feel like that's just something that I just don't get when I'm there. So what we're going to do is glue our foam right to the top of our candlestick. And I'm actually going to, and this is floral foam that I'm using, I'm going to press it in a little bit to make a little bit of an indentation. And then I also want to use some E6000 because I just feel like the hot glue is not going to hold this. So I'm going to take a little E6000, which I may have to clear the passageway here. Okay, no, there we go. All right, we're starting to get some out. All right, so we're just going to get quite a bit of that kind of around the inside of the candle holder. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lynn. Headaches are the worst. I've actually had a headache today myself. Yeah, they're the worst. All right, so then I do have my hot glue gun on high. Because we are putting this on metal, definitely don't want low because it'll just pull all the heat out of it and it'll be nothing. It'll be dried up by the time you get your styrofoam on. So I do have it on high so that it stays warm. And I am putting quite a bit on. And then I'm just going to, actually should have turned that the other way, but it's all right. Okay. Push that on like that. Then I'm going to go on and put another piece on here so that I've got a little more space. And it's kind of a little odd, but you could just use, you know, if you've got it, a square. This is just all I had, so this is what I'm going with. And then for this, I'll just use hot glue. Hello. I'm sure I say your name wrong, but I keep on saying Luz, but I'm sure that's not right. I can't speak Spanish very well, actually not at all. And I definitely cannot put the, whatever you want to call it, you know, like I can't roll my tongue. I can't do anything like that. So, you know, it probably just doesn't come out right. I'm feeling like I want to put some wire Or like maybe just a toothpick or something like that would work. So let's just do that. We'll just take a couple of toothpicks here. I'm just going to stick them in as far as they'll go. Then I'll just take my precision cutters and cut them off. I don't know that that's really necessary because we are going to be putting floral picks in there. But I don't know. It just felt like something I wanted to do. So, okay. So now we're going to add some moss to cover this up. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to do this part. Oh, the 70s. I'm so jealous, Christy. I am so jealous. But it's been close. It's been almost 60 today. So, okay. So here's what we're going to be doing with this. We are going to be creating we're going to be creating like a, I don't really know how to describe it. But what I'm going to do is create a bit of an oval-like shape. And then let me grab some zip ties. You might, if you have any gloves, working with this would probably be a good idea. Okay. So we're just creating a shape like this. And I'm just going to zip tie this at the bottom. Sure I have it the wrong way, because I always do. Okay. Then we're just going to cut that. I'm going to use my, you know what, I bet I could use these to cut this. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. Oh, what a dummy. What a dummy. I just cut it. Oh my gosh, y'all. I can't with myself sometimes. All right, we're just gonna zip tie that back. I got a little crazy with the cutting. Okay. All right, now we're just gonna cut off the zip tie. So we've got this, okay? We're gonna repeat and do the same thing again, okay? So we're gonna make that same shape. So try and kind of mimic the size. It doesn't have to be exact. And then we're going to zip tie that together. Once you get it zip tied, you can adjust it a little bit. Adjust the shape a little bit, I think. You know, just by kind of bending it a little to make them similar in shape. Okay, hang on a second. This is wrong. All right, I'm gonna cut this zip tie off. And I'm gonna get another zip tie. And we're going to take it this way, like this. So I'm trying to decide if okay, so we're creating like a little cage type thing, like that. Okay, now Trying to decide the best way to do this. To keep it right. I'm not tightening it too much. I think what I'm going to do is go underneath, and then I'm going to go through one of the zip ties instead of around. That way I'm not pulling on it too much to create, to change the shape. Does that make sense? Y'all, this is crazy, I know. Just wait, this is going to come together. Just never done this before. Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere. All right, so we have our shape. I just hope everything is secure enough. I think what I'm gonna do now, we're going in with more zip ties here. Is that messing up my shape a little? I think if I go then, it did mess up my shape. So I wonder if I go the opposite way. Okay, I think that works. Okay, so this is what we have. We're gonna cut off all of these zip ties, of course. Okay. All right, so this is what we have. Y'all, this is gonna be so cool. Okay? It's kind of like a topiary, Christy, a little bit. All right, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna dig a hole. That's what I'm thinking. So we're gonna take our knife and I'm just gonna cut out a hole here. Should have been a little better maybe to put it on changing my mind, y'all, changing my mind. Okay. We're gonna put this piece on and then we'll add the foam around it. So I'm gonna do lots of hot glue here. Add that on, and I left those picks in there because they'll kind of act as a little bit of stability. And then we'll just take our glue or our foam and just kind of use some of these pieces to just kind of fill in. Load them in around just to add a little bit more foam and a little bit more stability. What do y'all think? Is this wild? Can y'all envision what I'm doing? or does it just look like a mess right now? All right, so I'm gonna put some on top as well. I'm just pressing that down over that vine with some of my larger pieces. I don't have any floral pins, I don't think, but that's a good idea. I don't think I do, but I'll have to look. All right. I'm thinking this is good enough to proceed. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. A hot mess indeed. Let me see if I got some floral pins. I don't think I do. I never can find that. Coat. Yeah, I've got floral picks and lots of wire and tape, but no pins. I didn't think so. All right. Once we get everything going, though, I think it's going to be fine. So I want to go ahead and cover some of this foam because I don't want it to show, because I, don't know for sure how much floral I'm going to be able to get in there, and I just want to make sure that it doesn't show. So I'm just going to add some glue and then just start taking my moss and just pressing it on. I'm going in a little heavier to start so I don't burn myself. Floral arranging is always a messy job, isn't it? Floral picks would definitely be good for this because then you wouldn't have to worry about the glue. Because I think sometimes when you do it this way, then the glue makes it harder to put your floral picks in. This doesn't have to look great because a lot of it's going to be covered. We just want to make sure we don't see any of it. Let's see if I can find a little bit more moss. See if any of this is coming off. Y'all, I'm really excited about this. Okay, so I think that's good enough. It's still, you can still see some of it, but it's not enough that I think it's going to be an issue. Okay. So now we're ready to add in our florals, and we're going to start with the ones that we don't love as much as the base. Okay, so I'm going to start with these from the Dollar Tree, these ferns. The moss is not on our website. I haven't ever found any moss. I need to take a look at that and see if I can get some. We do use it a lot in the spring months. So I'm just going to press this in. I think I need to make it a little shorter. It's going to be harder to do. Happy Friday, Bonnie. And I'm actually kind of going down with it. This is just going to create a bit of a base for us. And I should be throwing some hot glue in there to keep those from falling out. And I'm just kind of going around and just adding these in. And again, you can see I'm kind of making them come down instead of go up. All right, I'm going to do one more right here. Okay, and this is just created for us a little bit of a base and just kind of starting that structure. All right, then I'm going to go in with these types of ferns. These are also, I think, from Dollar Tree. I'm glad y'all are liking it. It's an interesting piece, for sure. Okay. I'm just being sporadic with it. Right now, I'm kind of keeping it all in the same line. I'm going to cut. That piece was kind of really far down, so just cut it off, and I'll just stick in one individually. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with some of this eucalyptus. And this time, I'm going to start going up a little bit higher with it. Christy, I definitely didn't come up with this. This is definitely something I've seen. Not that good. All right. Okay, so again, we just kind of came up to kind of a different level here, and I'm just starting to just fill it in a little bit more, kind of coming into some of the more bare spots, and then I'm just going up a little higher and sticking these pieces in. And again, we're just kind of bringing it down a little bit. We're not, this isn't one of those pieces where we want everything to kind of come up. And I am adding in hot glue every time I put another sprig in. To hold it in. Okay, so here's where we are. I'm going to do another sprig of the eucalyptus because I really like the darker tones that are in it. It's going to look really good with this other stuff, which is this stuff right here is what's going to bring it all together. Thank you, Larissa. Okay. All right, and I'm going even a little step above again, okay? Just kind of working it in. Trying to fill in holes as I go. Oh, fun, Christy. Yes, we did do something like this at CIB. Okay, that one went in there pretty tightly. I think I'm going to leave it. I think I'm going to add any glue. Then let's get one right here. Okay. All right, so we did 2 of those sprigs, and then we've done 2 that were from the dog. Okay. What do we think? I think it's starting to take some shape. So I hope, we'll see. I hope I'm not going to have to do 2 of these sprigs because I don't really want to. But we're going to be taking this apart. Okay, so I'm going to take my knife. It's already out. Oh, thank you, Christy. All right, I'm going to cut down this to remove some of that wrap, and then I'm going to pull this piece out. Well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. All right, we're going to have to redo that so we can stick that piece in there because I think I'm gonna, let's see here. I'm gonna open this piece up and then spread it apart. Kind of making it almost like a bow tie kind of a shape. And then it's kind of falling like that. So I think I'm going to put it in here like this. And then just kind of have it spilling out. All right, so we're putting it in kind of right on the top. And then I don't have any of those floral pins. So I'm just going to grab some wire. I might be able to use this. This is our wrapped twine. It's pretty sturdy. And it'll be kind of camouflaged. Okay, I think it needs to be shorter. Okay. Then see if I can find a little bit more moss. I don't have much of that green moss, or like really any of that green moss left. Hang on, here's little pieces over here. I think I'm going to just add some of it. Right on top here. To cover that up a little bit. Okay. Then we're going to take some of these other picks, these kind of interesting ones, and I'm going to pull them apart. Because I want to be able to use them individually. All right. And then we'll start putting those in, which, like I said, is what's going to really start to pull this together. And so again, with this, we're going up a little bit of a higher level. Okay, so we're now kind of at the top. This is the perfect way to use these floral picks. This just works so good for this. Okay, I want to disperse it evenly, so I'm gonna, some of them I'm gonna go on this ones that are the same. I'm just gonna kind of move it around the arrangement, so it's all sporadic. Cut that a little shorter. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to grab my other one and we'll do the same thing with it. I'm just going to cut it apart. It's just wrapped up with tape and there's all kinds of little wires in there. So I'm just taking my knife and just cutting that tape so I can pull the pieces out. So we got all these separate pieces. Oh my goodness, so pretty. All right, and you might on some of these, you may even go down a little bit to bring some of that brighter green color down throughout the arrangement. Some of these I'm having to just kind of twist together because they're not wanting to stick in now. You could also use those little floral sticks for something like this as well. Yes, Jamie, it would be gorgeous. Yeah, I agree, Kathy. I was just thinking that I wasn't really planning to put anything in the middle, but I was thinking a bird would be really pretty. Why am I growing today, Nancy? What do you mean? I don't think I'm growing. Okay, that one's not wanting to go in. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, those little sticks don't want, they want to break really easily. I think I'm gonna have to put some of those. Oh, frowning? I didn't know I was frowning. I think I'm just really concentrating is all. I'm not doing it on purpose. It just happens, I guess, when I'm concentrating. Okay, these sticks right here. So I'm just gonna put one of those on this so that I can get this in a little better. I'm not frowning or unhappy, just concentrating is all. Okay, there we go. Now some of these little sticks have kind of come off and I just really like them. So I want to see if I can put them back in. Because they're just really cool. So I'm just kind of taking a little bit of hot glue and just sticking them in there. Okay, got a few more stems we can add. We are about done with the floral. Okay, some of these last pieces I'm trying to kind of get towards the top. I don't think I'm gonna do a bow on this one, but we'll see. Yeah, baby. Not for a couple of hours. Not for a couple of hours.
It's 5:20.
I know.
What time are we leaving?
We're meeting them at 7.
Where at?
Ricardo's.
Are we coming back here or over there?
Baby, I'm live right now, okay? Let me talk to you about it when I'm done, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. All right. I like some of these pieces up a little bit higher, these shorter pieces. That looks really good. I could probably do another one of those picks that I used that had these in it that are from our website, but I'm not going to because I don't want to take the more inventory away from y'all. But I think I probably could have used another one and it would have made it that much better. But I think it's looking amazing. I'm pretty Pretty happy with it. I can't figure out where I want to put this last piece. Let's go right in here. Hi, Danae. All right. Okay. All right. So this is how it turned out and how it looks. What do y'all think? Like I said, I do think it could probably use another little bit more of that brighter green. I'm trying to see if I got anything else that I could throw in that would work. But I don't see anything I like. I do have another one of these. So let me throw some of this in to add a little bit more filler and a little bit more of that darker, well, shnikes. A little bit more of that darker color. Of course, that E6000, you know, hasn't set yet. They would, Christy. I think they'd look beautiful on a table, a dining table. Just adding a little more fullness with these. I think it just needs a little bit more fullness. Okay, I think that helped for sure. All right, so this is what it looks like. I think it turned out really cool. Now, of course, you can leave it just like this, or you could add something in the middle. So you could do a bunny in the middle. You could even, it could be something that you could keep throughout the season. And then you could add different things throughout the summer and spring seasons. So like you could do a bunny for Easter. You could do a bird. I'm going to look at a bird. I've got some kind of vintage birds that I think could be really pretty in here that I got at an estate sale. Just trying to decide which one. I'm leaning towards this one. Just trying to decide if it's too small or, you know, if it would be cute just kind of sitting off to the side. I think that's kind of cute. Just kind of sitting off. It's shnikes. Patty, shnike. What do y'all think about the bird? I'm trying to think of what else I might have that I could put there. This could work, but it needs to be redone. It's a little too big, I think, but something like that would be cute. Put a couple of birds in it. even a couple of eggs would be cute in there as well. Just a second. Got some of those. So even a couple of little fake eggs. Find some that I like here. Let's see. A candle, that would be pretty. What do y'all think about that? Some little eggs in there. That's kind of cute. I sort of wonder even about almost making like a little nest. For the eggs to sit in. Do we still have any nests? We used to have some nests. I don't know if we still have any. You like the birds better? Birds are better. One bird kind of gets off. All right. I think y'all like the birds. I'm just trying to decide how I like the birds. That's kind of cute. Those two kind of coordinate. So let me make sure I don't have even a smaller one. Like this one. That's what we're going to do. It kind of looks like me, Amber, and Griffin. Okay. So, we're going to do some hot glue. Put that one on. And I could use some picks in, which I think I should probably do. So let me grab a stick. Y'all, I'm sorry I keep wiping my nose. It is running. I'm going to grab a toothpick and push it in. Wow, those are pretty sturdy little birds. And then we'll just do some hot glue. Put that little guy in there. And then this one. Well, hello, Melba. I'm glad that you found me. I hope you'll give me a follow and set me as a favorite so you don't lose me again. This one is like he just landed. Or she, maybe. Okay. Y'all ready to see this? And they're a little family. This is gorgeous, y'all. This is really pretty. Okay. And we didn't do anything to the candlestick. It's an old candlestick, but I think it's gorgeous with this. All right, so here it is, all finished. What a fun piece. Beautiful and classy. Really beautiful and really classy. I like it. So, thank you all so much for joining me today. So what I used for this project, you can get 2 of the items, really kind of 3 of the items on the celebrationcompany.com. So this piece right here is our, let me figure out what it's called, twig and vine garland. It's $5.99 at celebrationcompany.com. So that's what I used for that. Okay. And then the greenery in here that's so beautiful is also from the celebrationcompany.com. That's got like that moss kind of covered greenery. It just makes this look like it's out in the forest somewhere and it's just covered in moss. It's just beautiful. So that's where that came from as well. And then the birds that I used on this were actually some vintage birds that I found at an estate sale. But you can buy birds from our website. We do have some available. I think we've got 2 different kinds. And then we also have the resin birds as well. And those are really beautiful too. So we do have some bird options also. So I hope you all enjoyed this one. This one was fun. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Go check out our website, thecelebrationcompany.com. Make sure you check out our new boutique. We have got tons of craft products, but now we have got a whole line of clothing. So check that out and have a great weekend. And I'll see you all on Monday. Bye, everybody. Are we ending?